Radiant team ban.
Hello everyone and welcome back to ESL Razer Think Fast League. Right now it's going to be Gods Dota 2 versus
Ten
SmasH
seconds
Gaming, or
remaining.
as their in-game name calls themselves, Smash It, contending
5 seconds
for
remaining.
top 3 slots of Group B. So if SmasH
Red
Gaming
team
take
ban.
this series with a 2-0 victory, they will contend for first place with 9 points against Chili Willy. Or if Gods Dota 2 wins, they will be tied with SmasH at 6 points for second place. So a pivotal
Radiant
game for
team
both
double
teams. If
kill.
they draw, then nothing really changes.
Dire team pick.
Getting into our bans and picks right now, it looks like Brewmaster is going to be our first ban, followed up by Faceless Void, as well as we've got Death Prophet and Razer on the second ban. First pick from Gods is going to be Ogre Magi, which is actually has been a really popular
10 seconds remaining.
hero in professional Dota and this
5 seconds remaining.
tournament so far.
Reserve time.
Centaur War Runner.
Dire team pick.
Centaur is going to be picked up by Smash It, so now I don't know, like so far so good. Pretty standard picks and bans. If you were following me on the last game, which was Valhalla versus Team Arena, Valhalla went
Radiant
with some
team
crazy
ban.
picks in the second match as well as the first match. A really unconventional team where I mean, the second match kind of seemed a little bit clowny with the crit shaker and the carry Lena, but the first match with the
Radiant
Brewmaster
team ban.
and the comeback Sven was very exciting to watch, as well as the Centaur
Radiant
Warrunner.
team ban.
So you can never really count out Centaur, even if he has a bad early game. If he gets that Blink Dagger,
Dire team ban.
his only mana cost is really from Stampede and Stomp, and he should have enough mana to cast those at all times. With Jakiro now, SmasH should have a lot of push put into their arsenal, as well as some excellent stun and utility with the Macro Pyre. They just need to keep
10
somebody in that.
seconds
Now, I don't know
remaining.
why they picked Jakiro after
5
the
seconds
Void was
remaining.
banned, but I mean, they can still get other heroes like
Reserve
Disruptor
time.
or Tidehunter to keep people inside the Macro Pyre. Skywrath Mage picked up by Gods Dota 2, a very powerful hero, excellent roaming capabilities with a concussive shot and the Mystic Flare that he can just spam out. So far, I can't really give a good estimate call as to who's actually going to be have a who will have a stronger laning phase and who will be better off in the late game.
Lycan.
Now, we've got Wraith
Radiant
King
team
immediately
ban.
banned with Lycan picked up by SmasH It, so it looks like SmasH is going for a really push it oriented lineup and ganking a little bit with Stampede. It doesn't really work that well with Lycan because he already has Shapeshift and moves at maximum move speed. But we'll see.
10 seconds remaining.
Now Gods is going to sit on their last
5
pick here,
seconds
and I think
remaining.
that against the Lycan,
Legion
I'm not
Commander.
really sure who actually counters him
Dire
fairly
team
well. You've
pick.
just got to stop his push, really. Earthshaker would be pretty good against that, and they go with the Legion Commander. Mm, not really. I'm still I'm on the fence here. I don't really know where Gods is kind of going with this. They've got Ogre Magi, so they're going to be able to use the Bloodlust on Legion Commander, which is going to help her duel quite a bit. And then
Radiant
actually, well,
team
yeah,
ban.
duel will hold someone in the Mystic Flare, so that's going to be good. Vengeful Spirit chosen by SmasH It, so they don't want to. They'll just, yeah, if Lycan gets caught in that duel, I think Venge is going to have to be the sacrificial lamb there, just go right into the Mystic Flare and hopefully get out of it before they're killed. Still no Keeper of the Light picked by
10
either
seconds
Gods or
remaining.
SmasH It, so that hero is in the pool and would
5
uh,
seconds remaining.
would stack quite well with the Actually would work against Lycan unless he built a BKB. Keeper would be pretty powerful. It would actually be pretty good with the Lycan team as well, pulling him to a different lane, able to push. I think it would be better though to have Keeper of the Light on God's side, just so they can, do a surprise Legion Commander gank right into the duel with the Illuminate damage, and so they go with the Elder Titan. So it looks like God's Dota 2 is really... It seems like they're kind of reliant on the Legion Commander's duel, and already you have a Vengeful Spirit in SmasH's lineup, and you can't count on the duel damage anymore. Legion Commander's gonna run right after whoever she duels on if you can swap them out. That'll be hilarious, like a fail duel gank. And going into our last bans, I don't know who you're gonna ban if you're SmasH it, to be honest. I'll just make mouth noises until they figure it out, because I have no freaking idea. They banned Viper, they banned Brewmaster, Tidehunter, they did Razer. Who else is popular to ban? Medusa? Why do you ban Medusa? I just don't think Medusa is that strong of a hero unless she can get 30 minutes of uncontested farm. And you're not going to get 30 minutes of uncontested farm. Not unless you have like strong pushing from everyone else. And who do you have to push in God's Dota 2's lineup? You don't have anybody. You have a strong ganking lineup and that's it. You've got Ogre Magi and Skywrath Mage. That's going to be fantastic. Legion Commanders and then Elder Titan will be good for the team fight. If you're Gods, I don't know who you'd want to ban. Void's already been taken care of. Phantom Assassin's in the lineup. Anti-Mage is still there. Phantom Assassin would probably be better against Skywrath Mage. And they go with Dazzle. Who's a strong support hero? I mean, I'd rather him be a first ban or a mid ban, not a last ban, because it seems like SmasH it already have their support heroes. They weren't probably thinking about Dazzle, unless trying to keep Vengeful Spirit alive or someone caught in the duel and the Mystic Flare, which would work. I don't feel like those were very good final bans from either one. But I could be completely wrong, as I have been in the past. So we'll see what SmasH decide to do as their final pick. They have... I mean, okay, look. I've seen so many games with Skywrath Mage chosen and Pugna left in the pool. Why does nobody pick Pugna to counter Skywrath Mage? Am I just that bad at the game where I play pub matches where people just pick Pugna? Okay, so they go with the Vino, which is actually a good mid against Skywrath Mage if they decide to run Skywrath Mage mid. And looking at the lineup, it could either be Skywrath or Legion. Probably going to be Legion. Don't really think Vino is going to be that powerful against Legion. I mean, I've actually played a Venomancer mid against a Skywrath Mage, and his wards are quite good at zoning him out, because he does not have a lot of HP. He has to back himself out of there. Legion Commander, however, she should be able to regen herself back up if she just uses press the attack. And that's not really going to... And then you have Moment of Courage. Probably be easier to lane against Venomancer if you are Legion Commander. The final pick from Gods is probably going to be a strong carry hero. Probably someone that could... With all this magic damage, you'd probably want to go with someone like Sven, who has to build a BKB. That's just part of what he does. Maybe a Broodmother. I'm not really sure Anti-Mage would be a good choice. He's a little bit weak. I think Sven would be actually a pretty strong pick with the Stormhammer, keeping people locked inside the... And then there's the follow-up Earth Splitter from Elder Titan. It'd be pretty good, and since Sven naturally builds into a BKB anyway, he's going to be... If they chose him, he would be able to put off a lot of the damage from Poison Nova, from the Magic Missile, from Jakiro's Macropyre and Dual Breath. I think that would be a good idea, but we'll see if Gods has the same line of thinking as I do. I mean, who am I to know? I'm just a caster.
10 seconds remaining.
Invoke
And so they choose Invoker. That's interesting. Probably going to run Invoker against this mid. Whoever decides to go mid. This is actually a pretty interesting lineup. I'm guessing it's going to be a Venomancer as a support with maybe a mid. I mean, you can run Veno mid, and you see more people doing it more. So I'm just going to say Venomancer is going to be mid. It's going to be against a mid Invoker more than likely, with a tri-lane of Skywrath Mage, Ogre Magi, and Elder Titan. With Legion Commander, my bad. Elder Titan's going to obviously be the off laner. SmasH It's going to run Jakiro, Venge, and Lycan as a tri-lane, probably safe lane. Venomancer mid, Centaur War Runner off. Now you could put the Venge mid. You can even put the Lycan mid if you want to. If the Legion Commander goes mid, that would be pretty. That would be an interesting matchup. Jakiro can be an alright mid hero, but you don't really see that happen a whole lot. Problem with Jakiro is he's really slow, so it's hard for him to catch up on runes, and he has no real mobility. He has good stun in the ice path, and he has amazing HP scaling. I think he's one of the tankiest intelligence heroes. But getting right into, since we have an initial pause, as is the custom of ESL Razer Think Fast League, are getting into our team introductions. On the side of Gods, Dota 2, we've got Go Goody playing our Ogre Magi. Madness hero is Skywrath Mage. Worst Krieger will be playing our Legion Commander. ET is our Invoker. And finally, God is a Girl will be taking over Elder Titan. Looks like we have a disconnect, actually, from Juicy J. But yeah, without further ado, SmasH Gaming has Juicy J piloting our Venomancer. Scorp, NTB Scorp, will be taking over Centaur Warrunner. Vipska will be Vengeful Spirit. Fake Death on our Lycan. Nice little forehead tattoo there. And Blue, last but not least, on our Jakiro. Too early to see who buys what here. Madness hero going full support build. Already has the Courier bot and the wards. Has Smoke of Deceit and cute little guy. Probably gonna see maybe an early game smoke attempt from Gods. They do look like they might want to do it. Smoke has been purchased on Madness hero. We have 4 up top, with Juicy J has not chosen Venomous Gale yet, and I think that's wise. If you're going mid, yeah, they've left the mid lane open, so I'm guessing that it's going to be Juicy J that will be the mid Venomancer. Or they could even do like a tri-lane Vipska Venomancer Jakiro, like super aggressive tri-lane, and put Fake Death mid and just go for kills. God is a Girl, now scoping up top, drop the ward down, able to scout out nobody with it. Bottom lane, we already have some nice rotation in from NTB Scorp, putting the ward down, blocking out this camp right here. Not giving him vision down into the lane, but that's okay. Actually, does it give vision into the lane? No, that's just the tower. If he had chopped down this tree right here, he would have seen it, but I don't think he has a axe. Yeah, he only has... He's got boots and a salve. So getting right into our game. We got boots on a lot of people, actually. Bounty rune picked up. Go Goody actually picks up an invisibility rune, so... Could spell trouble for his Scorp. He's already been plinked down a little bit. Probably by Madness hero, yeah. Nothing even picked up here. So I was sort of right-ish. Not really. We got Juicy J mid against ET on the Invoker. This should actually be a pretty easy lane for ET. He's going the Exort Quaz build. Seems to be really popular for a lot of professional Dota 2 players, just with the Sunstrike damage potential. And since you already, yeah, you've got the, what do you have? You have Legion Commander, and you have Skywrath Mage, so I mean, poof. That's one dead person if they get caught inside that duel. I'll tell you what. God is a Girl playing our Elder Titan in the off lane should actually be pretty good. Stealing the damage away from this Lycan should stop Lycan's farms a little bit. Go Goody went with the invisibility rune, probably dove under the tower. Oh, just disconnected. See if I can get back in here. That was not good. Okay, we're back. Woo, that was close. Yeah, it looks like we're having some server issues here. We already had 2 people disconnect on both sides from SmasH It and Gods. See if my Twitch is alright. Looks like it's okay. And just looking right here, you actually Lycan, as you'd expect, he's sitting at the top of the last hit chart. But we do have some nice stacking going on from Go Goody and from Vipska at the same time. So, I mean, Vipska is able to pick up the DD. We have Bounty Rune picked up by NTB Scorp. Looks like it could be. Do we have Gale on our Vita on Juicy J? We do. He's got the 1-1-1 build. So if Gods decides to push down into this river, it could be bad. God is a girl sitting at half health. 1 magic missile does a lot of damage. Yeah, it already does 100 damage at rank 1. That's quite a lot. The range is pretty low though. Yeah. Pings out on Scorp. It looks like we have a swoop in here from Go Goody trying to go in this way. Could actually catch Scorp out, but nice little rotation. Nope, he gets caught with the Ignite, and he's going to keep Go Goody trapped inside the trees, but not before quite a bit of damage can be done to NTB Scorp, and he has to get himself out of there. He's only got a Ring of Regen and some boots, so no, has to pick up like a magic wand or something just to keep himself in the fight and able to get that burst regen that he's going to need. Ward's doing a good job zoning out this Invoker, but it's just a matter of time before Invoker is able to get some spells in there and really start to overpower Juicy J. And these wards are only, well, they're level 2 now, so they're doing a little bit more damage, but it's yet to be determined whether or not Juicy J is going to go for the ward and poison sting build just to try to zone out. We already see how much damage that ET is doing. Top lane, still, yeah, we have Jakiro. That's what I was thinking. Jakiro is going to be able to zone out God as a girl just with the liquid fire. Scorp is just having a hard time bottom though, and he has to get this magic wand, otherwise he's not going to be able to stay in lane. Legion Commander, if we just take a look at the last hit chart here, is hot on the heels of Fake Death. So contending for top place here, and ET is actually right behind him. So he's got 24 last hits compared to Juicy J's 17. I mean, that's probably what you'd expect to see from this ward build Venomancer. He's not really a good last hitting hero or farming. Instead, he's good at just pushing out a lane and keeping pressure on heroes and teams. Gods actually runs right into a Gale. This could be bad. He might get stunned. There is the Sunstrike. Does connect on 2, so it does not do as much damage as it should. Gods is taking quite a bit of damage. Uses the magic wand. Will make it out okay because of the Quaz. Elder Titan is here with the backup, and nothing comes of it. Bottom lane, Scorp is sitting underneath the tower, does not want to take any chances with Madness Hero or Go Goody, who seem to be going after the Centaur illusions. And top lane, Fake Death now is just happily farming away. Picked up his Midas recipe, and he'll have Midas soon. So that's like a 5.5 minute Midas already. That's pretty fast. That's really fast. So with those 36 last hits, I mean, he just... Yeah, there it is. 5 minutes and 15 seconds right there on the Midas. Meanwhile, Scorp, bottom lane, should be the first blood. Does go to Legion Commander. Stand in, or never. Able to secure that, but if you get this Lycan already super farmed as he is, it's not gonna matter. He's gonna get probably a Necro just to help with the push from the Venomancer and the Jakiro. They do have a lot of... SmasH It has a lot of really good mid-game push with the Veno wards and the Jakiro Liquid Fire. If Jakiro maxes out Liquid Fire, which he is doing, it's gonna be... Towers are gonna fall in no time flat. Juicy J already has a line of wards set up here on the mid lane. So creep waves are going to be stopped right here. Smoke up on Vipska and Blue. We have some initiation on Scorp, but he's just hanging out underneath the tower as he should be doing. We'll be alright. And a Ring of Basilius now, purchased by Fake Death. Instead going actually for the Vladimir's Offering. And God is a Girl, level 3 against a level 6 Lycan. And Invoker ET taken out by Venge. That was the rotation I was talking about. There's so much stun and follow-up from SmasH It with there's the Gale from Juicy J, who's now gone, okay, so he's gone Gale and Ward build with 1 rank in Poison Sting, which I think is fine. It does 11% slow and the maximum is only 14%, so that's what, an increase of 3%. That's inconsequential. Ping's coming out from NTB Scorp. Wow, barely dodges that Sunstrike from ET. Very good awareness there from NTB Scorp. So far, a really exciting game that we have going on right now. Juicy J has picked up his bottle, and the person that I'm really worried about, though, if you're gods, is this Lycan, who now has his Vlad's purchased. He will have it very soon, probably in about 900 more gold. Stun up on God is a Girl, follow up Ice Path. Lycan doesn't even need to do anything. And there was a TP, but it was cancelled from our Skywrath Mage. Looks like, yeah. And ET just can't farm. He's forced back by these wards. Yeah, you can use the Forge Spirit, and that's going to be alright, but, I mean, you can only use your Forge Spirit once every, how long? Something seconds, like 30 seconds or so. Fake Death, meanwhile, takes out top tower. This is already, he's 8 minutes, got his tower, has his Vlads on the way, has the Midas. He's had the Midas now for 3 minutes, so he's been able to use it like 2 or 3 times. You gotta, if you're God's Dota 2, you've got to shut down this Lycan, because he's starting to get scary, and it's already 8 minutes into the game. Juicy J is running right in after Madness Hero, who's looks like he's running right into, oh, Scorp. Nice cancel there on the stomp. And still chasing after Madness Hero. No. Not going to give chase wisely. He would have ran into Go Goody and ET there. Now we have the Vlads picked up for Lycan. He hasn't even bought boots yet. He'll have his boots if he wants them. But now he can just go crazy. God is a Girl only has Soul Ring, is going to be getting Tranquil Boots, but doesn't even have level 6. I guess the contester to that, contester is going to be Never, who does now have the Blink Dagger, is going to be picking that up right now. Vengeful Spirit does drop a ward, so Vipska trying to keep some eyes here in the jungle, just to make sure that no stacks are happening. But now we have the Blink Dagger up on Legion Commander, and that's gonna be big. If they can get somebody, you can expect to see a Sunstrike. Fake Death now going right in, crazy mode on God is a Girl. Is dueled up, should fall, still alive. There's a Sunstrike, and it could clean him up. Yeah, does not go to anybody, but he does die. Dove in way too far there. Meanwhile, mid tower is taken down. So I guess you kill one hero, but Venomancer was given time just to set up a bunch of wards that were able to kill that tower. He's already level 9. If we look at our levels, or our net worth, our graphs here, SmasH, XP's pretty close, but gold is far and away in SmasH's favor so far. If Gods keeps on taking out this Lycan though, and to be honest, that was Lycan's fault for that death. It didn't really make sense why he dove so far, especially when you could basically easily predict that there would be TP support from anybody on God's side. So hopefully Fake Death won't make that mistake again. Or maybe he will. Who knows? Go Goody does pick up the bounty rune. And now Juicy J has 1,000 gold in the bank. He's waiting. I don't know what he's waiting on, but we do have the boots now picked up on Fake Death. Already a Medallion of Courage on Vipska. And pings are coming out. They're doing Roche. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. So they've got a Roche at 11 minutes. They've got 2 tier 1 towers. They have a Midas. They've had a Midas for about 5 minutes now. Roshan's gonna fall easily. This is like really, really scary if you're God's Dota. You've got to play so defensively. There's a Stampede out. Blink from, nice blink from Never. Just wasting that Stampede ult, and good call down, or whatever it's called. Overwhelming odds. There we go. Call downs for Gyrocopter, my bad. Go Goody does get stunned up. Silence on Vipska, but there's the follow-up Ice Path. Go Goody in huge trouble. Scorp's still alive. Getting a little bit low. Mystic Flare does not hit anybody, and now, yes, this Madness Hero now is taken down. God is a girl trying to channel a stun, but hit by the Gale. Now Earth Splitter's out. Will not connect on anybody. And we have Never caught again. Ice Pathed up, falls again to Venomancer. Triple kill actually for Juicy J. And this tier 1 bottom tower is going to fall. Meanwhile, tier 2 mid is getting pressured. We have Vipska rotating down. And so far, this Wolf now has 1,800 gold in the bank. Just killed that bottom tier 1 tower. Probably going to go straight for the Necro book. I mean, that's what I would do. He'll have it in about 1,000 gold. Let's see if that's what he's building towards. Juicy J going for the Aghanim Scepter. No indication yet on Fake Death what his next item is going to be. My guess is going to be the Necronomicon. That would be prudent, especially with this much of an advantage. When you have a 7,000 gold lead and a 5,000 experience lead, you roll with it, man. You just go. Never is trying to focus down on Scorp, but I mean, Scorp just has to hang back with his Trinkle Boots. He'll regen back up to full. Stampede is up too, so Gods has got to be really careful. We do have ET putting some impressive split push up. He's already got almost full exhort, so that's going to be a good push out from the Forge Spirits, especially when he gets his next level. That will be 2 Forge Spirits able to do the split pushing. But bottom lane, looks like SmasH wants to make a move. They're converging in on this tier 2 bottom tower. And there's the Liquid Fire. God is a girl, does have the Earth Splitter. There's the Stampede. Go Goody gets caught out again. Follow-up Ice Path right on Go Goody. Blue is able to make it out of there. Vipska's in trouble, however. Duel up, never able to get the winner. And actually, God is a girl secures a double kill with the Earth Splitter. Now, Macropyre used does not really get anybody. Ice Path on 2. Madness Hero falls. God is a girl is going to be taken out by Fake Death. And it's 3 down, 2 dead for SmasH, but it was just a Centaur and a Vengeful Spirit. There was no Sunstrike or anything from Invoker. Or if there was, yeah, it's still on cooldown. So he might be saving it for something. I'm not sure. Maybe trying to kill Fake Death with it. But we do have a rotation now from Go Goody. He's back in the fight, able to res up, but now it's too little too late. This bottom tower, these wards are just so crazy. There's the Venom, yeah, the Poison Nova. Oh, Sunstrike does actually take out Blue, but the Poison Nova might do enough damage to kill off Go Goody. Maybe. Watching, yes, there it goes. Actually, Fake Death secures the kill with the Wolves, but Invoker does get the tier 1 tower kill top. Lost to tier 2 tower bottom. Ogre Magi died twice. And yeah, SmasH is just going nuts. If we could look at our items here, still nothing purchased on Fake Death. I'm not sure what he's saving up for, but now we have the 4,100 gold on Fake Death. Invoker has a Force Staff. That's about it. We have Blade Mail now up on Never. So Gods, they are... So there's Necro 2 already. Let's just talk about this. Fake Death has had a Midas since minute 5. He's had a Vlad since like minute 8. He's had an Aegis for a while now. Now he has Necronomicon, level 2. About 1,000 away from level 3. Juicy J just picked up his Aghanim Scepter. This is a game of just item wars, if you look at it. No Aghanims up on God's ET, and that's what he needs to get. Though I feel like Gods has a much stronger team fight. They're going to be able to just dish out a bunch of damage on these squishy heroes. Invoker in trouble, but is able to TP himself out of there. Now, it never is going to be the one that Gods needs to count on with that blink initiation with the duel, and then the Blade Mail follow-up just to make sure that nothing really happens. Go Goody ran way too far in there. He's going to be cleaned up easily by Fake Death. Juicy J, however, in trouble. Caught inside the Earth Splitter. There is the Invoker, Meatball, and Deafening Blast. But Blue is now chasing after God as a Girl. Only Juicy J died in this fight so far. Blue is very close to death. Probably he will survive. So will God as a Girl. So very close. Almost 3 dead for SmasH, but they were able to get away just by the skin of their teeth. And Scorp was looking for a kill there. A Blink Stomp, maybe. Vipska is also here. Way too... Yeah. There is the Blade Mail up and never makes it out. No problem. I don't know what Vipska was trying to do there. What they were trying to accomplish. Fake Death's like faking to run in. It runs way back, and there's a concussive shot on Blue. Yeah, Gods is pinking him out. They want him dead. Ice Path again. Catches only 1. And Blue should make it out okay, but there's a Sunstrike! Cleaned up. Sunstrike just hit him by that much. We have Fake Death now split pushing bottom. He's almost got his Necro Book level 3. So Necronomicon 3, when that comes up, you're going to expect to see a lot of push coming out from SmasH It and Fake Death. Though Gods are putting up quite a good fight, not backing down, which is exactly what they need to do. They're starting to... Yeah, the experience is now evened out, and gold is starting to swing back. It was at one point about 7,500 in favor of SmasH It. Now is dropped by about 2,500. Still, SmasH It has a pretty decent lead. It could 2 team fights though will swing that in favor of Gods. So SmasH have got to be careful. Their heroes do have a lot of team fight potential, but Scorp is a little bit squishy. He's only at 1,000 HP. He can use a Stampede, Blink Stomp, and that's really about it. He will die to this Legion Commander, and Invoker will take him out in no time flat. And it seems like Gods have the coordination and the ability to do this. Things have kind of stalled out for SmasH It. They were able to take the bottom tier 2 tower. But now that Gods have this Invoker, everybody actually is getting Midas on Gods' side. Just for the extra gold. Looks like we have a convergence here down in the middle, though. SmasH It really want to take this tier 2 tower. They do have the Necro 3 ready to go. Concussive shot on Fake Death. It could be a Stomp. Here comes the Stomp. It's going to connect actually on nobody. So lucky dodge. They actually just outranged it by that much. That's where about the range that it was at, and everyone was here. So they barely managed to outrange it. And since Gods have shown up, I guess SmasH are just backing off. They don't have Aegis anymore on Lycan, and I think they feel a little bit insecure without having Aegis. Now Scorp is back behind lines. He uses Stampede, jumps right in on Madness Hero, who will probably fall. There's the Mystic Flare, but Madness Hero is actually going to be killed off by Sentai War Runner. Vengeful Spirit taken out by Legion Commander, but Invoker gets a double kill. Blue actually gets 1 kill off on Legion Commander, now is in trouble. God's ET taking a lot of damage, does die to the burn, but Lycan is also dead. NTB Scorp picks it off and gets the final kill. That's a 5-man wipe, but at what cost? What a fight. 5 dead for Gods, 4 on SmasH, and Scorp only survived because he took out 1 person. Killed the Skywrath Mage and then tried to run. And that actually went in favor of Gods, since they killed off that Lycan. You can't let the Lycan die. Did he use his Necronomicon in that fight? He did, and they still lost. Yeah, it looks like SmasH want to take Roche again. He is up. So 20 minutes, second Roshan. Wards need to come out from Vipska, and they shall. 1 down, but no detection. So they don't know that Gods doesn't have no wards anywhere in the vicinity. They did just put down the sentry, so yeah, they're really cautious about this. They want to make sure that they can take Roche uncontested. but Lycan is just content to farm up now. Going for that BKB, which he's going to need if he wants to survive in these fights. There's just so much magic damage coming out from gods. And it looks like smoke was used. Yeah, we had a blink initiation. Something tried to happen here. Scorp might try to go for something. But he would have ran into all 5 of gods who are smoked up. They now see the ward. They decide not to attack it. Duel is up on Jakiro. Blue is just blown up by Never, who now has stolen 24 damage. The Blink Legion commander is pretty strong. And now it looks like gods want to take this Roche for their own. Lycan is really far away, so Fake Death needs to start running and start running fast. Roshan now being starting to be contested. There is a ward up from Venomancer. Now SmasH no. And gods have got to be really careful. Haste picked up by Never. Vipska is here. Wolves are rotating in just to watch. God is a girl chasing after SmasH Juicy J. But now things are getting a little weird in this Roche pit. A very long, drawn-out fight here. Juicy J hit by the Silence and the Mystic Flare. There's a Mystic Flare does not connect on anybody, and the Duel does not do anything. Juicy J, oh, gets taken out. And there's the Meatball, does not get anybody. Actually, wait, yes it does. Now Fake Death running in on God as a Girl, very low. Has to be very careful. 4 dead so far for gods, only 1 on SmasH, and these fights are nail-biting. I did not think that the Earthsplitter was going to take out, was going to actually connect on anybody. And, I mean, the Meatball, the Meteor from Invoker, maybe it misclicked, but it went... Well, I mean, maybe it was a graphical glitch, because it looked like it was going upwards on my screen when it really was going downwards when I moused over it. So, but that Sunstrike, barely. And now Roche is going to go towards Fake Death, who's really close to his BKB. Sunstrike on who? Vipska? Must have been a Sunstrike on Vipska. Defensive Sunstrike from ET. But now Scorp is... He now has... Yeah, he's had the Blink Dagger for some time. And it looks like he could... Yeah, he's going for a Crimson Guard. Really interesting item choice here. I can say that I stand behind it. I think the Crimson Guard is good. It's like a free Vanguard for your team. Not really a whole lot of physical DPS though on Gods' side, so maybe not the best choice. Maybe he'll go for a mechanism, but we don't have a mechanism on anybody for SmasH. Yeah. But right now, Fake Death. Yeah, he's got his BKB now, and he has the Aegis, so... I'm just worried. Whenever the next fight is going to be, if the Aegis is not consumed or wasted. We do have gods converging here on this bottom tier 1. They want to get it down. The glyph was used, and tier 1 tower will fall. Stand-in Never. Doing a pretty good job. Almost got the BKB, about 1,300 gold, so... SmasH has got to focus this person down. Like, Never can't be allowed to duel and survive. They've got to be the first target, but there's so much follow-up from gods that they can't be. Whoever gets dueled is going to get Mystic Flared and Sunstruck. Sunstriked? Sunstruck. I like that more. Yeah, and there's the BKB purchased on Never, and the Crimson Guard actually, bought by Scorp. So far, interesting. Just take a look at our net worth here. Yeah, Lycan, as you expect, is at top with 14,000. Followed by Invoker at about 12,000, with Legion Commander behind at 10. Pretty much what you'd expect to see. SmasH, however, they are back. They pulled the net worth back to their favor, but it is swinging towards gods. So they've got to make something happen while they still have this Aegis, and I think they know that. They're converging here, yeah, on the tier 2 mid.
Radiant's
Everybody from Gods is TPing in. Go Goody throws out the Ignite on Fake Death. There is the Spirit. Could be a stun. Nope, just pulled right back. Mystic Flare on Blue. Who's just going to have to eat that damage and be happy with it. He's going to run in and try to go with the Liquid Fire. This is where you need Armlet of Morgan. 2 minutes left on the Aegis on Fake Death, so they can... There's the Stampede, though. Stun right in on God as a Girl. Scorp is just eating all this damage. Crimson Guard does a lot of work. There is the Earth Splitter. Does not hit on anybody. Macropyre actually kills off some people. Go Goody now being the target of Fake Death. Goes right back to tier 2 tower. Taking the objectives first. Buyback on Elder Titan. Does not have anything. No Earth Splitter for another 80 seconds. So it looks like this tier 2 tower is going to be taken out. Fake Death now stunned up. Doesn't really matter. Tier 3 tower just getting destroyed. The Necronomicons doing quite a bit of work. Multicast on Fake Death, but he has the Aegis for another second, or another minute, 30 seconds. Yeah, he knows it's going out. He's got to watch out. Otherwise, there's the Sunstrike. He'll run into it and use the Aegis. So maybe a tactical death there. Melee Rax was destroyed by SmasH. Ranged Rax still being worked on by this Wolf. And now the wards from Venomancer will be eventually killed. But Veno now has the Blink Dagger. And things are starting to look a little bit hairy if you're Gods, especially if you can have someone just run right in like that. There's a Stampede out. Venomous Gale does not connect on anybody. And swap! Excellent swap from Vipska. ET forced to use the Deafening Blast. We still have, yep, there's the stun, but he forced to actually use his BKB trying to get out of there, but there's no running from 4 people on SmasH. And now we have the Yule Scepter picked up by Jakiro. We have Boots of Travels on Fake Death, and things are looking crazy. 10,000 gold lead, about 7,000 experience in favor of SmasH It. And if you're Gods, you gotta wonder, what are you gonna do to stop this? I guess you just try to rally, get some farm up on your Invoker, who now just died. He needs to get his Aghanim Scepter. You get some farm up on your Legion Commander, who seems to be doing alright. She's doing okay. She's not great compared to Lycan. She needs like a Desolator or an Armlet. Probably a Desolator would be better. She is kind of squishy though compared to these dire heroes. An excellent movement actually from SmasH It, just dodging these Elder Titan Spirit Stomps and the Earth Splitters. These guys have been in and out of damage, or just able to dodge and just edge out the radius or the range on certain abilities quite convincingly. There's that stomp that they just ran out of. There was every Earth Splitter. It's an excellent Earth Splitter if you see it, but SmasH It are just so good at dispersing. Like, they see the Earth Splitter come out, they immediately back off or run to the sides. Blink in here from Juicy J, not going to do anything, didn't even consume his ult. Another Spirit, does nothing. So SmasH just take the tier 2 tower top with no repercussions from Gods Dota 2, who I feel like their magic damage, their burst that they had in the early and mid game is starting to fall off, especially now that you have this BKB up on Fake Death. Now you have a BKB probably getting purchased by Scorp, and more than likely one on Juicy J, or it could just be a vitality booster for some reason. Or actually the Rod of Atos. Yeah, that's probably what he's going for, is a Rod. That would be my guess. And then we have a counter Necronomicon picked up by ET. And a Blink ultimate right up on Juicy J. Will die to the Sunstrike. No, barely edges it out again. Like I was saying, there's the Macropyre and the Ice Path Never just standing right in the middle of it. Earth Splitter does not connect on anybody. Fake Death is running right behind Madness Hero. Mystic Flare used. God as a Girl is just forced to TP out of there and run for the hills. ET has to back out. And now we have Necro 3 book ready to go. And no tier 2 towers to speak of, so this is going to probably be at least top lane right here, and then another set of racks. God's ET runs right into the stomp, another follow-up Ice Path. He has to use BKB defensively. He will make it out. Deafening Blast does connect on blue, but now we have Fake Death running right to the top tier 3 tower, and that's going to be the priority target right here for SmasH, who realize this is what they need to get done. And Necro Creeps are stunned up. So really, SmasH was only able to get the ranged racks, which is a victory, and they almost take out the bottom tier 3 tower. Losing nobody in that fight. Pulling ahead by quite a lot, about 13,000 gold is now the difference. And Never is going for the armlet, so needs that extra survivability and damage in order to stay relevant in fights against this Lycan. I'm not really sure that you can survive very well against Lycan, but be that as it may, Vipska doing some excellent jobs with the rotation, scouting out the runes even in the late game and 30 minutes in. It's important to get these runes. Now, trying to focus in. Could get caught out here. Go Goody is getting ulted, and there's a Gale on him. Blink away from Juicy J. There's a lot of damage here. He's already, and there's the interruption on the stun. Go Goody. There's no way out of this one, man. We have the concussive shot, but yeah, there goes Ogre Magi. Stampede up, stun. Ice Path follows up on Never. Now there's the forced out the BKB again. Sunstrike does connect on Fake Death, but not really the person you want it at to hit on. Now there is the Yule Scepter right on Madness Hero, falls right into the Ice Path, and again, Earth Splitter does not connect on anybody. Legion Commander forced to buy back. Still has the duel up, so could jump in here on somebody. Don't think you should, though, since you don't have Mystic Flare. Sunstrike is up in 3 seconds, so that could be what he's going for. Fake Death uses the ultimate, and there's the Sunstrike. Connects on blue and Juicy J, but you really ideally want to hit one person with it. Swap out on God's ET, forced out with the Blink Dagger. Here's the Necro Creeps. I think ET actually has Necro 3. Yes, he does. Multicast on Juicy J, forced to run. There is the duel on Juicy J. Blue also in trouble. Winner goes to Legion Commander, showing 579 victories. Multicast on Vipska, and Gods actually clean up quite nicely, but not before these top racks are just destroyed. And now we have Fake Death roaming bottom, just doing what Lycan does, is farm all day. It's got 4,000 gold in the bank. And even though I feel like Gods had a really good team fight there, you just look at the graphs and it was still a downward slope. Now Fake Death has his Assault Cuirass. Oof. I mean, what do you do if you're Gods? You like pray for a miracle. You pray that you can kill everyone from SmasH, that they don't buy back, and you're able to send your Invoker to push in top, because this tier 3 tower is at about 60% HP. I don't know though. I feel like the next fight, Roshan is up again, and it's a cheese Rosh. The next fight is going to decide whether or not God still has a chance. Rod of Atos now picked up by Blue, who has a Yule Scepter and a Rod of Atos. Vipska, Force Staff picked up, still has the Medallion of Courage. No Rod yet on Juicy J, about 500 gold away. 2 Rods of Atos would be huge. That would... Fake Death would just run around and destroy everybody at that point in time. I'm not sure who's going to pick up this cheese for SmasH. Could... Actually, Juicy J picks up the Aegis, and cheese picked up by Fake Death, so there you go. Fake Death is going to be suicidal. Jump right in there with the Poison Nova. And it looks like SmasH just want to end it. They want to push bottom. We already have Gods putting up the barricades, trying to defend as best they can. We have Invoker getting his skills ready. Go Goody should be bloodlusting up. Yeah, there we go. Never's ready to go. He's got the Maelstrom now. I'm not really sure. Okay, so I thought he was going for an armlet. Instead, he went for Maelstrom. It's good. It's good DPS and it's good pushing, but I don't think it's the best item you could have picked. Doesn't give you any survivability at all. Madness Hero is also here, ready to go. A little bit close to the fight. Should back off there, and he will. Blink in from Juicy J. Does get caught in the multicast, and there's the Ice Path. Whoa! Whoops, my bad. And it's still no death. Oh wait, yeah, Juicy J was tick killed. The Aegis is gonna come up. There's a Mystic Flare right on Scorp though. Is killed off. Blue is in big trouble, and Fake Death though has run in. He's got 3 dead. Could be 4. GG called by Juicy J. Sorry. GG called by God is a Girl, and there goes the first match in favor of SmasH. A good fight put up by God's Dota 2, but nonetheless not able to keep up with the Lycan push. Way too strong, had way too much farm. So we'll find out whether or not this series is brought to a draw in just a moment, or if SmasH will pull to... What are they looking at here? SmasH threaten Chili Willy for the first place in Group B. We'll be right back after this short break.